So what we're going to do is just go ahead and create this function called play. And then I'm going to just give it a variable, anything, but I just call it the box, because all these are boxes, or if you want to call it cells, like I did earlier. So whatever gets passed in as the box will go here. All right. Next, we're going to type in is box dot inner HTML equals box ID. So whatever box is, it's going to take this box and put the parameter here and change the inner HTML, which is this. Inner HTML would be this space here with either an X or an O. Okay, so this space would be called, let's do this, inner HTML. All right, so this is the inner HTML. So hopefully that makes sense. It's going to write into our inner HTML and the box ID, okay? Okay, it may not make sense now, but eventually it will make sense later. All right, so we're going to have to put some logic into our simple function that we just have, basically box inner HTML equals box ID. Now let's go ahead and add some logic inside this function. So how we're going to do this is that we're going to make a global variable called next player. And we're going to set this next player equal to true. Okay, so if you notice, I didn't put this inside the function. It has to be outside the function. All right, so what now our function is going to do is check for next player if it's true. Okay, so now we're going to make a if statement. So if next player is true, we're going to set the box inner HTML to X. That means the X player can go. Else, we need to set the box for the other player so instead of X, it will be O. So hopefully that makes clear sense. So we're going to change the inner HTML to an X or an O. So that's what inner HTML does. Lastly, we need to change this global variable. So now we're going to set next player to false. So we're going to say next player now setting it to false by using exclamation mark and writing next player now is equal to false. So that does it for our play function for now. So now we can give the inner box values of X's and O's, and now it will know if it's X player's turn or if it's O player's turn, all by finding out by using, next player as true or false. All right, so every time this function is triggered, it's going to flip next player true and false, true and false. It's like a toggle. It goes off and it goes on. It goes off and it goes on. Just like turns in the game. It's my turn, it's your turn. It's my turn, it's your turn. Toggle on, toggle off. All right, so that'll do it for this part.